On May 15, 2026, armed terrorists stormed 3 schools in southwest Nigeria and kidnapped 46 people, children as young as primary school age, and their teachers for 56 days. This is the story of how they finally came home and what it took to get them back. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are breaking down the rescue of the Oyo school children step by step, one of the most significant security operations in Nigeria this year. We will cover what happened, how the military responded, and what it means going forward. It started on May 15th. Heavily armed gunmen attacked 3 schools in the Esele and Yawata community of Orire local government area. The schools are Baptist Nursery and Primary School, LE Primary School, and Community Grammar School. In total, 39 pupils and 7 teachers were taken. Tragically, not everyone survived the ordeal. The assistant headmaster of LE Primary School was killed on the spot while trying to escape. Another teacher was later killed while in captivity, and the video circulated online for days. That left 44 hostages whose fates remain unknown for weeks. This attack sent shockwave through the country, not just because of its scale, but because of where it happened. Southwest Nigeria, a predominant Christian region, has historically seen far fewer of these mass school kidnapping than the north. This attack raised fear that the security crisis was spreading. Behind the scene, a massive multi-agency operation was on the way. It was led by the Nigeria Army 2nd Division, commanded by Major General C.R. Nnebife, and it brought together an unusual wide coalition. About 6 different security agencies cooperated in this operation. They are 1. The Office of the National Security Advisor through its Counter-Terrorist Center. 2. Special Forces Unit from the Nigeria Army, Navy and Air Force, namely the Nigeria Army Special Forces Command (NASFC), the Nigeria Navy Special Boat Service (SBS), the Nigeria Air Force Regiment and Panthers. 3. The Department of State Services. 4. The National Intelligence Agency. 5. The Nigeria Police and Civil Defense Corps. 6. The local vigilantes, hunters, and the Ometeko Regional Security Corps, which were very crucial in this case. For more than a month, this coalition worked to identify the masterminds behind the kidnappings. Their strategy wasn't a single dramatic raid. It was a slow strangulation of the terrorist network. They targeted the group hideouts deep inside the old Oyo National Park forest and went after their logistics chain and informants. According to a former DSS operative, Seyi Adetayo, he reveals how the adopted Oyo pupils and teachers were rescued after 56 days in captivity without ransom payments or prisoner exchanges. They identified the kidnappers' mothers, wife, children, and close associates. They arrested them, recorded video, and sent to their doctors. According to him, security forces relied on intelligence, tracked the kidnappers' network, cut off their supply and escape routes, and gradually forced the rescue. Multiple arrests were made, not just in Oyo State, but in other states across the country. Piece by piece, the network was dismantled. According to the military, this sustained pressure is what ultimately forced the terrorist groups facing a collapsing network. They released the hostage unconditionally. On July 10th, 2026, after 56 days in captivity, all 44 surviving pupils and teachers regained their freedom. The military says the operation was deliberately planned to avoid collateral damages and protect the hostages, but it wasn't without cost. Security forces confirmed they suffered casualties during the operations, though they haven't released details on numbers or identities. 9 terrorists were reportedly killed during the operation, and 8 suspected kidnappers were arrested and handed over to the DSS. When the news broke, there were scenes of spontaneous celebrations in town across Oyo State. In places like Ogbomoso, residents erupt in joy. President Bola Tinubu confirmed the rescue personally, stressing 2 key points: no ransom was paid and no concessions were made. This mattered because the kidnappers had reportedly demanded the release of a jailed Boko Haram commander in exchange for the hostages, a demand the government refused. Tinubu thanked the armed forces, intelligence agency, and police and pledged that his administration would pursue justice for the victims, including the families of the teachers who were killed in captivity. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde also praised the operation, and the president has directed Emergency Response Agency to work with the state government to provide medical care and support to the survivors. The military says it isn't over. Follow-up operations are rapidly ongoing to fully dismantle what remains of the terrorist network responsible for the attack. But this incident has also reignited a bigger conversation in Nigeria about the safety of schools nationwide and renewed scrutiny over how the government's Safe School Initiative funds have actually been used. Lawmakers and rights groups are now calling for a formal investigation. The rescue of these 44 pupils and teachers is being called a major win for Nigeria's security forces, but it also exposed just how vulnerable schools remain in Nigeria, especially in remote areas. We will continue to follow this story, including any updates on the ongoing operation and investigation into the school security funding. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you don't miss the next update. Let us know in the comment section below what you think the school security funding can do for Nigeria education. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day ahead of you and see you on my next video.